Good morning, cats and kittens, pups and pooches. Surprise, surprise, it's Susie Q96. And I've got to get done with these pennies because I got to take them back to the bank. I need the money, honey. So I apologize to anybody I'm running over here with my stream. Nobody watches them anyway, so that shouldn't make any big difference. Uh, but I'm gonna go through some pennies. And in case you're wondering what that is the nose and mouth of George Romney, the former governor of Michigan. I got this really cool thing from Denmo a while back. It's a commemorative thing from when Romney was the governor and his inauguration in 1965. It's a pretty cool thing. I keep it on my desk to remind me, because on the other side it has winter winter wonderland, and it has a map of Michigan, and it's really cool. I think it's bronze, I'm not sure. It's pretty neat though. Anyway, that's my space holder. Hi, Liz. How's life on the other side of ye pond? Yeah, I'm gonna try to do a few rolls before my nurse gets here. Yeah, it's a sad state of affairs when the nurse has to come to your house and make sure you're still in the world. But that's the way my world is right now. Went to a new doctor yesterday. He seems to be on the same page I am about the focus needing to be on my eye rather than the other things that are happening. So anyway, that was quite a trip. I had to go 125 miles each way to see the doctor. I'll be real happy when I get moved back to Michigan where I don't have to do those sort of crazies anymore. Sunshine in there. I'm not sure. I don't think we're supposed to have any sun today. I think we're still in rain mode. But since I'm not going anywhere today, I don't really care. Just trying to get this pile of pennies done because I got to roll them all back up and take them back to the bank on Monday. Got to pay the bills. Yep. I did get a check in the mail from my old storage unit. They finally sent my deposit back. So with that and these pennies, I can pay a bill that I forgot to pay. It is what it is. This box has not really produced much in the way of collectible pennies. Mostly junk. Whoops, I just bounced a copper onto the floor. We'll find those later. There's a bunch of them down there. Jumped out of the copper bowl. I am sorting the copper, although I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I did this once before, and then I couldn't find anybody that was interested in it, so I ended up just rolling it up and taking it back to the bank. But with all the weird things going on in the economies right now. Good morning, Scott. Glad to see you. Just rifling through some pennies. I woke up real early this morning, couldn't go back to sleep, so got on my YouTube channel and I discovered something in there about how the trolls are hiding, and I got rid of a whole bunch of trolls. out of my channel. And then I decided I needed to start making some more progress on these pennies. And since I'm awake and actually feel decent, I feel bad if I'm running. I know I'm running over Miss Ida's channel, but I'm not even going to put a dent in her viewing audience. So I figured if I was going to sort pennies, I might as well do it online. In case we do actually ever find anything cool. Once in a while we get one, but this roll has not been, this box has not been the best. But it's always a crapshoot. You never know when you're going to get anything in the boxes or not. The very first box I ever got, I got like 22 Wheaties and a Canadian and a dime. It was a really good box, and I got all psyched up about it. But then I've never had one that good again. So I don't understand how some of these people, every box they seem to get treasure. I guess they're just lucky luckies. Because I'm not getting it. Oops, back here. Well, that was roll number 1, and it didn't produce anything except a few copper pennies. And I'll bust open another one. I laid 6 out here. I don't know if I'm going to do all 6, but we will. Whoops. There goes a penny. There's always pennies on my floor. And I have a lady that comes and helps me with my house a couple of days a week, because there's still some things I'm not quite steady with. And mostly it's like mopping floors and that kind of thing. It throws me off balance because of my eye. So she's always finding money on the floor. I just set this little jar up and say, hey, if you find any money, just throw it in here. All right, we're on the second roll. I'm gonna pick the shields out because I already know I'm not looking at anything on them right now. I don't need to put them under the scope. That way I can concentrate on the others. This one has a lot of shield pennies in it. I hate them. I hate them. Ugh. Alrighty, back in business. Yeah, I don't know if I have enough rolls to roll all of them back up either. I forgot to get rolls when I got the pennies. But I have some, so I'll roll what I can. And when I take them back, I'll get some more penny rolls. Ugh, my eye's gunking. I hate it. 81. I may not make it 36 rolls. My eye's starting to do weirdness. Copper. Up in New York, that's how they say it. Copper. C-O-P-P-A. Copper. Yeah, I had quite a day yesterday. I lost my cell phone twice once in my driver's car. I had to have a driver take me up to Roanoke. And then I accidentally somehow got it inside my book that I keep all of my doctor's appointments and stuff in, and couldn't find it. And it finally occurred to me to use my new toy that my brother got for me. For my birthday, I got an Alexa Echo Show 8, which is like Alexa on steroids. It plays, you can watch movies and YouTube and limited web browsing, but you can also make phone calls from it. So I was trying to figure out where my phone could be, and I had contacted my driver to see if I'd left it in his car, and I hadn't. So it occurred to me I could use my new Alexa toy to call my phone. And when I did that, I was able to find my phone. It also has that Find My Phone thing on it, which I learned after the fact. But that was cool. I was able to find the phone. I was just not with it yesterday. It was rough. All right, we're going into roll number 3. We got a little bowl of copper, and that's about it. I haven't found any wonderfuls in here, but that's always subject to change without notice. Oh, come on. Yeah, I found this funny thing today when I was looking at how to get the trolls out of my channel. And I was reading a bunch of frequently asked questions from YouTube. And they were very insistent that they never unsubscribe people from your channel. And I know for a fact they do, because if they did not, I would have been over 1,000 subscribers like 2 years ago. Welcome back, Les. You didn't miss much. I didn't find anything exciting. I'm on roll number 3 of the 6 I pulled out of the box. And other than a few copper coins, I really haven't found anything of any interest in here. And I'm not really that interested in the copper, but it seems to be on the rise again for people wanting to save the copper. So, I'm setting it aside, and if I don't find anybody that wants it, I'll just take it back to the bank. But that was pretty good looking 84. I'm going to set that aside and see if it is better than what's in my books. Yeah, this box is a bit disappointing. Mikey! Oh, your flight got canceled? How come? You having bad weather, or just not enough people to work the flight? You're going to get back to school on time, I hope. Well, I would be mad if I got up this early in the morning for a flight and it got canceled. Oh, I've only had a limited number of cancellations, but the one that I had that was the worst, I got stuck in the Atlanta airport, and I was trying to get back to Tampa, Florida, because my husband had been rushed to the hospital. and my flight got canceled. And then the next flight, they couldn't get me on, and I was freaking out, because I needed to get home. And there was this man that was on my flight, well, on that flight, and he was an Archway cookie salesman. And he came over and gave me a couple of sample packs of cookies, and because he saw I was sitting there bawling like a baby, and he went over and told them to give me his seat on the flight. But I sat in the Atlanta airport, I think, for like 14, 15 hours. And this was in the day before cell phones, so I couldn't even really get anybody on the phone to find out what was going on with my husband. It was pretty bad. I guess I'm fortunate that was the only real time that I've been stuck for too long. Well, good luck, Mikey. I hope you find something. I know how frustrating that being delayed on any kind of transportation. Well, we got a 72S. I keep all S's. So there we go. That's the big treasure we've gotten so far on this set. Almost done with the third roll. I'd like to just once find like an Indian head or something different. At this point, I'd settle for an old Wheatie. Just not much going on in this box. End of roll number 3. Oh. Opening number 4. Oh! Flying pennies. I got a whole lap full. I have to rescue these pennies. Hang on, folks. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I found this thing. I was going back into all the different settings and analytics and everything of my channel, and I found this section. It's in the same area where you go to add and remove mods, and I went in there to adjust my mods, and the next section down had this thing of hidden subscribers. And I looked at it, and all of them were like the weird Russian bot names. And so I just systematically went in and got rid of all those folks. Now I know where to go find it. Ooh, look, first out of the chute, we got a weedy. Anybody want to make a venture on what year that weedy is? I'll let you study the reverse of it while I pull all of these shields out that I don't want to look at. I really hate zinc pennies. Ugh. They are the pits. All right. 1920, Mikey says. Les says 44. Let's see what we got. Do-dum, 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 do-dum. 1950-70. We weren't close, but it's still a Wheatie. Oh yeah, I wish it was a 1909 anything. Yeah, I gave a bunch of those away, and in hindsight, I should have kept them, but I was foolish enough to think that those people would be loyal to my channel, and of course they weren't. It's all right though. I I have learned my lesson about giveaways after this last Christmas thing where I gave away all the stuff, and the only thing I asked people to do was to do a little shout out so that I would know that they got their stuff, and to kind of help my channel people know that my channel was back going again. And I think maybe 2 people actually did the shout outs. I mean, Mikey is an exception because I know he's going to do his later. He's involved in his school thing right now, and I get that. But some of them, they just, there was an old song years back by Steve Miller called "Take the Money and Run," and that's what they did. So I'm kind of over that, but yeah, I gave away like 3 or 4 1909s, and the high dollar ones because somebody gave them to me to, and I kept a couple and thought I would be nice and share the wealth, but sometimes that doesn't work. Yeah, poor Les, he's been waiting over a year now for a package from me that I have sent twice, and for some reason the English customs didn't want him to have what I wanted to send him, so I'm making him a new package. I think this one should go through without any problems, but we shall see. We shall see. We'll get something over there to him. Ew, nasty. My goodness. 63. Almost to the end of roll number 4. We got that one Wheatie. That was about it out of this batch. This really has not been super productive, but a Wheatie is a Wheatie is a Wheatie. And we got us one. M3 is asleep in my chair. He's still playing with that banana. I've got him a new toy. I haven't opened it yet, though, because I'm kind of waiting for him to get tired of the banana before I open the next thing. But he seems to be enjoying that banana particularly well, so must have been a good crop of catnip in there. Okay, we're opening roll number 5. See if we get anything good out of it. Oh, I wish I could open these rolls all fancy like the $50 guys do, where they rip it open and they can hold the whole thing in their hand and show you the edge. And if I tried that, there'd be pennies in my kitchen sink. They'd just go flying across the room. I kind of give up on that for, oops, I bumped my microscope. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new scope, or at least a new stand. This one's about had it. As you can see, the mat has lost all of its grid marks, in at least in this section, and the stand won't stay stuck to the mat, and I have a bunch of things piled on it to weight it down. It's a mess. When I say it's the low dough show, I am not kidding you, folks. It's getting lower and lower. Since my husband divorced me last year while I was in intensive care, my income dropped by $300 a month. Plus, since I can't see to make jewelry anymore, I've lost that income. So the Lodo show is getting lower and lower and lower. It is a mess. Hopefully they'll get my eye fixed pretty soon, and I can at least start putting stuff on eBay. Oh, I had an eBay sale overnight. I gotta dig those little shoes out. Sold some shoes, some little kid Nikes, vintage Nikes. They're really cool. I figured if I left them up there long enough, somebody'd get them. So somebody's little kid's gonna be styling. Got him some Nike swoosh. I have to pull those later. Get them boxed up. I got about 3 more packages to go of the Christmas, and then I have 2 other ones that are orders for the mint bags. Ooh, that's an idea. I wonder if I could get a canvas mint bag through British Customs. That's a thought. Les, would you like to have one of those? Hey, Mark Thomas. Hey, Friday, Friday, Friday. And it is Friday, Friday, Friday. Woohoo. Yeah. I got some folks in here. How about that? Morning, Mark Thomas. My StreamYard's acting up. It's telling me there's 2 people in here, and I know there's more than 2 people in here. I can read with my one good eye. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Ooh, here comes a grub. I can't even read the date on that one. 2003. Okay. That's what they look like after they've been in the ground. The zinc ones don't survive. They don't do much better on the beach either. The salt water just chews them up. Oh, and even though I don't think he's lurking, although sometimes he is, in case he is lurking, I'd like to say happy birthday to my West Coast detecting friend, Robert Ferguson. Today is his birthday. So happy birthday, Robert. I know you're probably going to go to the casino because they give you birthday money. So go win a pile of money and then go out to the beach and find a pile. One of these days, it's on my bucket list. I want to go out to California and detect on the West Coast. Maybe I meet up with old Robert out on the beach. That'd be fun. So anyway, happy birthday, Robert Ferguson. If you have not watched his channel, he does mostly beach detecting, but also some regular old dirt detecting, and he also does gold prospecting. Yeah, when I send coins, Les, and I have to put on there what it is, I put decorative metal disc, and I've never had one of those not go through. I have that with. I have never had a problem with coins because since I make jewelry, they just assume that it's just a pendant or something. So coins I didn't have a problem with, but they did not want you to have that little scale. I don't know, maybe they considered it drug paraphernalia or something. I have no idea. But I sent it twice, and both times they, with a different description, and both times they sent it back. So that's when I said, well, I can't afford to keep sending this thing to England and having it come back. So I'm just making you up something different, and we'll see if it'll go through. But yeah, it never occurred to me, but maybe they are considering that to be some kind of drug thing or something. I don't know. I don't understand the British system, even though my dad's family's from England. Ooh, right on the cusp. We got a 59D, almost a wheat. First year of gluten-free, no wheat. We're in the last roll now, and hasn't been too promising. I've been putting all the finds from the box, all the Wheaties and such, in a little container, and we'll go back through them all in a finale. And I'll show you, because my copper container was empty when I started, so I can show you how much copper I gleaned out of this. And so that'll be when we get to the end of the box. We'll do the roundup, wrap up, and then I gotta wrap them all up. I just sit in front of the TV and watch YouTube and roll pennies. Oh, what an exciting life! Customs doesn't like precious metals. They seize it and charge pretty fee to get it. Yeah, I know. And I've been lucky. I've never had them, I've never had an issue getting coins through because I'm smart enough to not put on there, hey, this is a barber, or something. That's why I was shocked when I had a problem sending an electronics device that didn't have batteries or anything involved. And yeah, I was just kind of surprised I couldn't get that through. I send a lot of paper currency because that you can just stick it in a greeting card and it's not even woohoo, weedy, 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 weedy. We're gonna have some Wheaties for breakfast. Anybody want to guess the year? Hey, Deej. Morning, girl. How are you? Second person I know of from Michigan that I've heard from this morning. Q called and woke me up at 6:30. And what was funny was he called to tell me he was going to call me later. Yeah, that made a lot of sense. Yeah, that's a good guess, Mikey. 57. We've had a lot of 57s out of this box. Okay. Friday's got 51. Leslie's got 44. Mikey has 57. Let's flip her over. Ooh, it's pretty nice. It's still got a little bit of glimmer. Deed says 56. Da-dum, da-dum. Ooh, we're all wrong. We got a 49D. 49D. Looks pretty nice, too. I mean, it's still got a little bit of its sparkle and glow to it. It's not too beat up. Oh, there we go. Put that in our little box of tricks. Found that almost at the end of the last roll we're going to do this morning. Then I got to go get tidied up before my nurse comes. About 3 months ago, I banged my arm up really bad. It took a section of skin off my arm about the size of a baseball, and it just doesn't quite want to get better. So the nurse comes a couple times a week to check it out and change the dressings and take my vital signs, make sure I'm still breathing. you know, she. So anyway, it's her day to one of her days to come. And since I wasn't here yesterday because I had that big doctor deal, I also have my housekeeping lady coming. Ooh, 61. We got close, but no cigar. Uh, so I just squeezed this in this morning because I woke up so early and I tried twice to go back to sleep. And it wasn't working out. So since I was feeling good and my eye was reasonably focused, eh, yeah, I can't stand. Now we were guessing the date mark on a Wheatie that I found, and nobody got it right. It was a 49D, and the last one is a zinker. So we went through 6 more rolls of pennies. We found a 57D and a 44D Wheatie and a little bowl full of coppers, and that's about it on this one. Um, After all of the medical people and the cleaning people and all of that have made their way through, if I still feel this good today, I'm going to come back on and do some more because I really got to get all the coins rolled up. Oh, good, Mark. I know you've been waiting for that for quite a while. I finally got my check for the deposit on uh, my old storage unit. So I was happy to see that because she called me quite a while back to make sure that my address, they had the correct address, that I hadn't moved when I vacated the storage. So I thought, okay, I should be getting a check in a few days. Well, it went on and on and on and on and on. And finally it came yesterday. I got it. So I'll be depositing that when I go to take some of these pennies back on Monday. Um, I did put up a little tiny video the other day. I put up one of those shorts, and it was my first attempt to metal detect since November. So there wasn't much to it. I just showed where I where I went and how far I walked, and then I didn't even show what I found because it wasn't worth showing. I found a zinc penny and a bottle cap, but it is an update on whether or not I think I'm going to be able to get back into detecting. And I did okay. I learned a couple things that I'm going to have to work on. And there's There's Mr. Romney again. All right, I'm out of here. I got to go get myself ready. They're supposed to start showing up around 9, and it's a little after 8. So I thank everybody for stopping in. Please hit the like button before you leave. That helps me out. If you're not subscribed, please do. I'd like to try to at least hit 800 by the end of the month. That's not undoable considering I'm at 779. So, all right, everybody. Mikey, I hope you get another flight today, buddy. I'm sorry that happened to you. That stinks. Um, I'll see everybody later. I'm probably going to do an update on what's going on with my eye. There is some hope now, which I didn't have before. So, all right, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Find something good. Much love to everybody. Bye-bye.